20 years ago, Hurricane Floyd brought floodwater to the small town of Princeville like they'd never seen before. WNCT's Dylan Huffman returned to Princeville 20 years after the flood of the century to see how they're doing now.
We're here along the Tar River in Edgecombe County. Take a look at the water. It's not that high right now, but if you think back to 1999, Hurricane Floyd, floodwater was up over top of this bridge. The town of Princeville, which is on the other side of this river, took a big hit.
I was born during the flood, 1919.
Believe it or not, Ed Bridgers is 99 years old.
Next week, the 27th of this month, September, I will be 100 years old.
He says he's been everywhere from Seattle to Hong Kong and all points in between, including Germany in World War II. But for him, he's never seen anything like his hometown, Princeville, North Carolina, in September 1999.
It was devastating because everybody lost so much. You lose, you know.
It was called the flood of the century. Hurricane Floyd brought floodwater into this small town of around 2,000 people, the likes of which they've never seen.
Every house in here, 600 acres, some kind of repair had to be done.
Princeville Mayor Bobby Jones remembers it well.
I went to bed that night and woke up to a phone call. And it was my sister. She said, "Why are you still there?"
Jones says he underestimated what was going to happen, and he stayed in Princeville until it was too late to get out. He had to be rescued from his home by a helicopter.
The positive side of it, everybody came to the town of Princeville's rescue, and it's so unfortunate that we can't work together as brothers and sisters the entire time instead of after a disaster.
Jones says he didn't recognize his town after Hurricane Floyd.
It was absolutely devastating. It displaced everyone. All the buildings were torn down. But it was a blessing in disguise because a lot of the buildings in town of Princeville in '99, they were ready to be pushed down anyway. So when the floodwaters came, it was just assisted us in getting better houses for people, getting new buildings established. So it was a godsend. We had a new town hall, we got a new school.
It took some time, but eventually everything seemed good, according to Jones. Princeville was back. But in 2016, like deja vu, came Hurricane Matthew. And this small town still hasn't recovered.
We make sure that we stay upbeat about the situation. We understand that even after the 2016 flood, other people have been affected by various disasters in the country. So it's not only us that are struggling.
Jones says a lot of people have been helped since Matthew flooded this town once again, but there's still some in need and they're waiting on emergency management. But just like Jones, Mr. Bridgers says he knows this small eastern North Carolina town will come back, just like they did 20 years ago after Hurricane Floyd.
I believe in miracles. I'm a church man.
After Hurricane Floyd, officials here built these levees, hoping it would keep the Tar River from flooding again. But as we know, it has flooded several times since. In Princeville, Dylan Huffman, 9 on your side.